Hey folks, back with another little video. This time we're back in Cove National Park up in Cappahayden, Newfoundland. Back on my usual campsite that I like to camp on from my previous video. This time set up in a little different location. I'll show you now in a moment where I'm pitched to. I got on the go early this morning and came up here. As you can tell, I got a fire going right now to try and get rid of some of the flies, not mosquitoes, just those little no-see-ums. Are thick up here, so I'm trying to get that cleared up, burn some crap that's kicking around the campsite here. So stick with me and we're gonna have a little camp out. We'll get some supper on the go and sleep in the hammock for a night. Wow, set up back in Cappahayden, back in Cove National Park. Got the DD front line strung up. Looking awesome and comfortable over there. I took a nap earlier. Got up at 4 a.m. Left at 5 and drove up here. An hour and a half to get here. The flies are thick as usual, so got my bug net on my hat. A little fire, smoky fire going over there. Same spot, same picnic table. Somebody made a different fire ring, which I'm not too confident in. It's a sketchy fire ring, but anyway, I haven't been putting much effort into a fire. There was a lot of wood left here, so I took the Agua Canyon with me. I figured I'd get a little fire on the go. Brought my chair. Brought a different stove this time. The old-fashioned Coleman. That's new old stock. That thing's from the 80s in mint condition. Some of the new ones are identical. I went to a different place this time. Normally I pitch between this tree here and the tree with the cross in it. But I went a little tighter pitch this time. I didn't want to use my stand. So I got about 13, 14 feet here between these two trees. Little short, but not bad. Nice and comfortable when you lie on the diagonal in there. And I got my quilts on and my quilt in. And had a little rip. Had a little tear in the bug net. We had to put some gear aid on it. My Dutch wear beaners and Dutch wear spider straps. Daisy chain spider straps. Really dig them. Gotta say, effortless setup, really easy. Easy to adjust and dial it in with the Provincial loops. Provincial loops on my tarp. I can dial everything in exactly nice and centered. And it's not gonna. I don't think we're gonna need the tarp tonight. I don't think it's calling for 30% chance of rain. I'll probably pin it out anyway, but that's tonight's living anyway. Yeah, like I said, fire just to get rid of the flies, which is working gangbusters. There was just some junk left lying around here, so I've been just sawing it up and burning it off, trying to clean the place up a little, like I usually do up here. And then there's a grill. Somebody give me a grill, who knows? I have a backpacker's pantry for tonight. Louisiana red beans and rice. Looking forward to that this evening. I might come back when it's supper time, or if not before. I wanted to talk about this thing. Yeah, I wasn't there the last time I was here, and you can check my video. We walked down here and looked at the tree. Yeah, we walked all around here. This is the campsite. We came through here. Yeah, so this is since the last time I'm here. It got me to thinking. It's not that that tree was sick or dead. And trust me, it's not because this ground is soft. That thing was bombarded with 130, 140k winds in the wintertime and snapped. You know, scary because that's not a widowmaker. I wouldn't have been nervous of that tree. I would have probably tied to that tree. The fact of the matter, probably am tied to that tree. It's I guess that's the gamble you take when you go hammock camping. Something new I'm employing in my battle against the bugs. the head I've used before, but the bug net's kind of new for me. I've never gone this extreme, but these little things are pretty crazy up here. So I had this in a package in a pack there, so I tried it out. And, gotta say, it's pretty cool. Can't drink water. You wanted to see me do it, didn't you? I did it earlier. I'm not doing it again. But yeah, it works pretty good. That plus some DEET, a half a pint of DEET maybe. I sprayed down my hammock and everything with it over there. The fire's embering away there. The wood is hissing. It's kind of wet. It's making a lot of smoke, but still kicking, so I can't complain. Flies were super bad in the morning, probably 8 o'clock when I got here 6:30, 6 o'clock, 6:45. Sorry, I got here 6:45. About 7:30, 8 o'clock they came out, and about 11:45 they gone. The wind picked up a little bit, and around 1 they started to come back. So I got the fire going. It's 10:20 to 3 now, 20 to 3 right now. So I can get another few hours out of that fire to keep them away. I'll get something to eat around 6. And man, I'm telling you, that hammock, I was up at 4 o'clock. That hammock is calling me. I took an hour and a half around, I lied down from 8 to 10, no, 9 to 11:30. Yeah. That's 2.5 hours, isn't it? Yeah. I napped out for a little while there this morning, but I'm good to go now, so. Just wanted to show you my funny bug net. Fire's still struggling along with some wet wood. I've cleaned up pretty good here. Got rid of there was a lot of junk here when I came here. Got the phone on a battery bank. I thought I'd show the Agua Canyon. I don't know if you guys have ever seen I'm sure you have. They're in a lot of videos. It's an Agua Canyon Boreal 21 folding saw. A 21-inch, obviously a 21-inch blade. But the beauty part of this thing is here on the handle, this little black insert kind of pops out. I'll show you here. Just let me pop it out with one hand. Yeah, so this piece just locks in. There's a little notch you can see right here. Little notch locks in here and gives you leverage to snap it into the handle. But then you just take that, you go a full 180. That straightens out. That pops in there. And this folds down. Locks in there. And the handle. You get a nice little neat package with no sharp edges. Pretty cool. So the Coleman propane stove, I wasn't kidding about. Early 80s, I would say. Thing was mint. I've got the box home for it. Mint condition, stored for decades. And yeah, came across this thing, probably stored for 40 years. And it's exactly like the new one, so I don't think it's changed one bit. I figured I needed a windscreen, and I'd bring this to try it out. It's brand new. I wanted to give it a run, so my dad had that bought and put away for blackouts, I guess. I remember he had a kerosene heater as well. But, kerosene heater's still around too. My brother still has it, so gonna get some Louisiana style red beans and rice, backpacker's pantry. These things are phenomenal. I got that one for $12. They're down up in price now. I can't find this one anymore. And the pad thai was terrible. It was good. I just don't like pad thai. I discovered the hard way. I wasn't very fussy on that one. But I've been dying to try this one, so this is going on now. I'll be back when it's cooked. I ate the meal. Louisiana style red beans and rice was fantastic, actually. Still got a little bit left I'm going to bring home for tomorrow. That's a lot. It was good. I'm going to stake the tarp in. I thought I'd set the camera up and kind of film it, show how the snakeskin works. That big black tube that's over top of everything. I'll show what that is here now in 1 sec. I'm just going to bungee on Alright, so this is the pitch on the tarp. Got a stick, getting that end up. I want to get maximum visibility here. So, kind of using some natural materials as poles to jack up the tarp a bit. Tied up to a tree here. Another little post holding this end up. Should be nice and just from the shade and the sun in the morning, so I can sleep in if I want. And it's a 30% chance of showers, so who knows? It might rain, it might not rain. But I'm prepped anyway, which way the wind blows. I needed a break from the flies. I say as one lands right on the screen I'm looking at. There's a few in here, not very many. I'll kill them off. But what a view. What a nice view from the hammock here, hey? Check it out. Kinda black on this side, but I don't even know if I can see out over there in the woods. See it this way? Oh, this way is excellent. Nice view from the hammock. Okay. I'll make it up again. It's what time is it? 5:25. Shout out to the Hang Your Own Hang podcast. I love listening to that when I'm in the hammock. It's very informative. Many things to think about when I'm listening. I'm actually planning to upgrade. I told myself when I bought this DD Frontline that if I stuck with it for a year or two, I would invest in something nicer, something more upscale. And I'm not going to ruin the surprise. I'm not going to ruin the surprise. It's going to be later the fall. It'll be a little while, a few months, but we'll certainly have an update, probably back at this campsite with the new hammock. So stay tuned for that. And a couple of sticks jacking up. I showed the tarp setup already, didn't I? Not expecting much wind and not expecting any rain. 30% chance of showers, and winds are gusting to 28 or something. Should be great overnight here, so I was debating just keeping the tarp down, but I figured I'd like to have a little sunshade in the morning, So there's that. And I'm gonna put my... Oh, and I got a little going across me here. Last time I was here, I had an issue with the wind blowing the underquilts around, so I kind of rigged up a little poor man's underquilt hook set up. Just got the shack cord here is from the DD under blanket, which is the inside one. I threaded that through the D ring on the underquilt, and I got both of those underquilts connected here, and I can tighten it up if I want to. And then this one here is just a couple of little quick clips that I put on the shack cord for the underquilt protector. So that's connected, and it makes a huge difference. It's really keeping things in place for me so far. So, and I don't mind this going across me. That doesn't really bother me. So, anyway, back to my podcast. I don't know if you can tell, it's starting to get a little dimmer. There's some dark clouds rolling in, but I don't think they're going to rain. Even if it does, it'll probably just be a little shower, so not a big deal. I've been chilling here for the last couple of hours, just relaxing. I'm trying to make it to dark anyway. The flies have diminished greatly now. The breeze is really cool. Might go down to 2 degrees overnight. Wind chill might bring it down a little below. Might get close to 0 overnight. But we should be fine. Should be all good here in the hood. So I might check in one more time before bed. We'll see what happens. Good morning, everybody. I slept great. It is just about 7 o'clock. I turned in, it was still daylight. I turned in, I guess, around 8:30. Okay. Took a couple of melatonin tablets. Out like a light. I woke up around 2:30 for a pee. Another melatonin tablet, and out like a light. Secret weapon for camping. If you have trouble falling asleep, or if you're like me, I have trouble getting back to sleep. Initial fall asleep is never a problem. Oh, way to go. Melatonin. Helps you fall asleep and stay asleep. Not a sleeping pill, natural kind of, more of a natural herbal thing. I'm trying to get that in my little pouch up here, but with one hand I can do it. I can't do it. There we go. Yeah, slept fantastic. It's a beautiful looking morning. I don't know if you can see it. I don't see a cloud out there yet, so now I'm staying here for another little bit. And then we're going to get a coffee, and then we're going to pack up and head home. So, eventually. Nothing says the morning. A cold dead fire and a little bit of warmth from the propane. I slept very warm last night, but once you get out from under those blankets, yeah, the warm goes away in a hurry. I'll get a coffee and crawl back under there for another little while, and I'll be back in a minute. Well, I got coffee on the go. Few odds and ends packed up, not much. Put the stove away, and the hammock and the tarp, and that's it. So I'm just gonna chill and relax here and have my coffee, and I hear a vehicle leaving. I should have just heard car start up off in the distance. Somebody else bet me to it. Yeah, chill out here. I meant to mention I watched Justin Barber's video a little while ago on hiking through Labrador, Newfoundland. Labrador, I think. He saw an owl, but you don't see owls around here. Owls were something I saw on Sesame Street. I didn't even think they existed. But I know they are in Newfoundland, but they're out in the woods. They are not in the cities or backyards like other places. I've never seen one. I don't think I've ever seen one. And I think last night was the first time I ever heard one. But I could hear him off in the distance, and when I woke up around 2, he was pretty close. Hoo-hooing away. It's kind of cool to hear. When you think of your stereotypical night sounds, you hear owls and cicadas. Newfoundland has neither. And cicadas, I'm happy we don't have. Those sound annoying. But owl was pretty cool last night, gotta say. It's a special treat. Well, folks, packed up, packed in the car. It is 8:03. I am bleeding from many different areas. Oh, the flies got around again this morning. Quick as I could pack that up and get it in the trunk. Yeah, otherwise, I got a coffee made for the road. Everything is done. I did a dummy check and another dummy check. We got everything. Home, attend to my wounds. Get some afterbite on to go in a shower. All right, folks, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.